All right. So we talked a little bit about a credit report, and a credit report contains the following information. So you have the identifying information that includes your name, social security number, most likely a abbreviated version of it, current address, and a previous address. There's a record of credit accounts. So this includes a detail of all open or closed credit accounts, such as when each account was opened, the latest balance, and the payment history. Public record information. So any of your public records, such as bankruptcy information, appears in this section of the credit report. Then you have collection agency account information. So any unpaid accounts are turned over to collection agencies. Information about such actions appear in the section of the credit report. And you have inquiries. So companies that have asked for your credit information because you applied for a credit card or whatever are listed here. And it's either credit card or like a loan or something like that. So those will be listed on there as well. Now, organizations known as credit bureaus collect credit information on individual consumers, and they provide credit reports to potential lenders, employers, and others upon request. Now, the three main ones that are out there are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and you can actually get your credit report from all three bureaus free if you go to the www.annualcreditreport.com. So you have to be careful, not type something in wrong, and then they say, "Oh, did you really mean to go here?" Because there's sometimes they take you to the wrong links, and then you put all your information in, and your ID gets stolen. So you have to be careful and make sure you go to the right one. Now, credit bureaus, they use your data from your credit report to create a credit score, and these are used to measure your credit worthiness. So credit scores or FICO scores range from 300 to 850 with a higher score indicating better credit. So, scores between 720 and 850, yeah, it's the credit worthiness is very good to excellent, and you get your best interest rate on loans with these scores. From 650 to 719, you're good, likely to get credit, but not the best interest rates on loan. Now, if you're down to 630 to 649, it's fair. You may get credit, but only at higher interest rates. 580 to 629, it's a poor score, likely to be denied credit by all but the highest interest lender. And then 350 to 579, it's bad report, and you're basically going to be denied credit in the majority of the places. So some factors that credit bureaus use in calculating your score: payment history. So any late or missing payments show up on your credit report, and that can lower your score. So for a higher credit score, be sure to pay on or before the due date. Account balances. High account balances actually can lower your score, especially when the balances are close to your credit limits. So keep any credit card balances well below the credit limits on your score to help on your cards to help your score go up as well. Now, the length of credit history in general, the longer you've had credit, the higher your score is going to be. The credit mix: for a higher score, it's good to have a mix of types of credit, such as credit cards, car loans, and mortgages. So between all those, the better mix you have, the higher your score is going to be. Now, with new credit, opening multiple new accounts in a short period of time is viewed as risky and actually is going to possibly lower your score. So you don't want to do that very often. All right, so again, here are some ways, the factors that affect your FICO score. So, payment history, 35%, account balance is 30%, length of credit history is about 15%, the credit mix is 10%, and new credit again is about 10%. So those are all the things that will affect that score, and that all again is going to depend on what your credit worthiness is and what kind of loans or interest on your credit cards you're going to get there. So hopefully that was helpful, and that really covers everything from 8.8.